what to do. We're back, first of all, back home. First place where I recorded my YouTube videos. I actually remember telling Amanda that she could go into the bedroom and just stay silent during the recording of my YouTube videos. That was not kind. But I also didn't have a studio, I didn't have a place, I didn't have a room to record my videos in, and this was everything that I had. You know, when you're starting out, you don't need much more than this. You just need to get comfortable talking to the camera and start sharing your passion and your thoughts and the things that you think are interesting, because there's gonna be millions upon millions of people that thinks the exact same thing as you. But if you're not starting out, you're never going to reach them, because they will never find you, because you have never posted a video, you have never created a video. I think that is kind of one thing that fascinates me with YouTube. And I've been thinking a whole lot on the journey that I've done. You know, I do this all the time because at some point, you know, it feels surreal, but it also feels like you got to stop, you got to reflect and see what you've been through in order to learn from both the mistakes, but also plan for the future. Something that I've noticed is that the more videos that I do that are sponsored, the more people are complaining about the videos being sponsored. For example, if I have a 60-second integration, then there's going to be someone that says like, "Oh, you're sponsored. I hate this. Why are you doing this?" And my simple and short answer to that is to be able to make videos. Because if company didn't pay me to make videos, I wouldn't be able to make the videos. I know this is easy to start out, and I was this myself. You know, I was thinking that I'm never gonna do a sponsored video of anything that I never use myself. I gotta be strict and firm with this. And I was, and I still have a pretty good ethic that I live by, because throughout the journey that I've done YouTube and throughout the mistakes that I've done, as I talked about in my previous video, I also know which kind of companies that I can trust that is putting out a product that I can stand behind. With that said though, not every product that I get sponsored to talk about is a fantastic product. When you make a video for a company, you can't talk bad about the product because they are paying you to talk good about the product. It's like if you were to see an ad about a Toyota and someone was bashing it, only showing the bad parts of the vehicle, then you wouldn't probably be interested in buying that because you only saw the bad parts. Why should you buy a car that's just bad? And I wouldn't either. And when you make a video together with a company, most companies do this. Like they give you freedom to a certain extent, but at some points they tell you what to do and what not to do. It's sort of like when you're working with a client and they tell you, "Hey, we want to change the song, or we want to add in a few clips." You can't just say no if they have it like in the contract, because then you would do a contractual breach, which is not fine. But that's also why this year especially I'm very picky about which kind of deals that I agree upon and why I agree upon doing them. Mainly when it comes to products, it's because I see some sort of benefits of showing this product to my audience, and that is why I decided to make the video. And when it comes to integrations, it's mainly because I can stand behind the product that I'm promoting in the integration. And just because I'm doing sort of like an ad or something doesn't mean that you have to buy it. I know it can be annoying, can be freaking annoying. I know, trust me, because I'm watching YouTube videos too. But you also have the option just to skip it. Like the integration, you can just skip through it if you don't want to watch it. It's your choice. But it also pays my rent, and that is why I do it. It also pays for all the times that Amanda has been home taking care of Alex and not making any money. Because, you know, just for the last 3 weeks, Amanda has been home with Alexander. She's getting like, I don't know, maybe like $700 from the government to stay at home with Alex for an entire month. That means that my income needs to carry not only the house mortgage, but also the rent of this apartment, our 2 cars, the parking spaces for both our cars, my studio. I'm very lucky that I don't have any employees, because that would be stressing me out to unholy levels, I guess. But it would also probably be good to have someone that is employed that can help me to just go through all the sponsor deals and all that stuff. But let me say it like this. If I were to give you an option, right? So you're making a video on sort of like a product. You get the option to either make the video that you want to make, spend 40 hours on that, post it onto YouTube. A good scenario, like in my scenario, if I post it on my main channel, the first week, I might have made like $200 off AdSense. And from there, it's just going downhill. But then a company says like, hey, you know what? We want to do an integration in one of your videos. And we're going to pay you 10K, 15K, 20K. Would you say no to that and go ahead and do the 40-hour video for $200 instead of taking that deal if it's actually a company that you can stand behind? I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. But I know that for me, when I started out, I did not think, first off, the amount of money involved in sponsorship deals and brand deals and ambassadorships and affiliate links and all that. I had absolutely no idea. And I am probably on the low end of things as well. But the more you get into it, the more you got to start treating it as a business. And I also got to pay my own salary, pay taxes on that from my company. So if I'm going to take out 3K into my own pocket, the total expense from my company is going to be like 7K. You know, am I still going to do the $200 video, or am I going to for like the 10, 15, 20K video? I don't know. I just want to talk about this because it's one of the topics that I know a lot of people has been commenting on my main channel. It's like, hey Peter, you only do sponsored videos on your channel. No, I don't. I make a whole lot of different videos on my channel, but I try to incorporate sponsorships into them so that I can sustain what I am doing on YouTube and make a living, build my house, make sure that my family is all set, and have a fun time doing my job. I'm also super grateful for all the sponsors that have been supporting me throughout these years and that still work together with me, not because I have the most followers, but because they like what I do. That warms my heart, and I really appreciate that. And I think that that is a good point to be in. To everyone that is complaining about watching free stuff, it's like, come on. It's like, just scroll past it if you don't want to see it. That's enough of rant, but anyway, vlog done. Clock is 20 minutes to 9 p.m. I'm still feeling a little bit of feverish, but the video on the Sony ZV-E1 was not sponsored. And I'm using it right now. It's going to be my main camera from this point on. It's going to be super interesting to use, especially during summer. I'm coming back with the vlogs. Trust me on that. I'm not going to leave you hanging. All right. Check out my Final Cut Pro course if you haven't. There's going to be new music video content coming to it. Yeah, can you imagine that? Being able to edit your own music video with the footage that I use to edit a music video? That's sick. And it's also going to be an antique breakdown. Video is coming on April 7th. Dead by April. Check it out.